My name is Aimee Getter, and I'm a barber stylist. I have been doing hair formally since 2007. My journey has been a wild ride, full of highs and lows, but one thing has always stayed consistent, and that is my love for the art of hair. It started as far back as I can remember as a kid. When you have 5 sisters and 6 brothers, you're bound to mess with each other's hair, and that was me. But even before graduating to human hair, I would cut my doll's hair. I had this Barbie doll. He was the Beast from Beauty and the Beast, and he came with this big, scary mask, and when you took it off, he had all this long hair. And I was thinking, like, boys don't have long hair. What is this? So I took scissors and I chopped it off. This to me was a foreshadowing moment into my future as a barber. My biggest inspiration was my big sister, Angie. She was a really successful hairstylist. She was always super creative, and I just aspired to be like her. Right out of high school, I decided to go to nursing school, and that was because of my mom mostly. She inspired me to delve into the nursing world, and I always was interested in that world, and I thought I could, get a steady paycheck as a nurse and then do hair for fun later. So I entered nursing school. I did that for a couple of years, and honestly, my heart wasn't fully in it. So I knew in the back of my head that hair was just calling my name, and I would have been so much happier doing that. Halfway through my nursing school, I ended up getting pregnant, and I struggled a lot with what to do. I knew my baby deserved the world, and I wanted to give him life, and I wanted to find him a family that could give him all the things I couldn't provide at the time. So I made the really tough decision to put him up for adoption, and it was all for him. He's my world, and he deserved the best, so I found amazing parents for him to give him all the things I couldn't, and he's so happy, and he's an amazing young man, and we have a great bond. So this was a really deep, dark time of my life after the adoption went through, and I still remember the day they took him from my arms from the hospital and the pain I felt, and I didn't know what to do. I was pretty numb. I felt absolutely nothing inside, and I struggled, and I didn't know how to move forward in life. I was stuck, and I felt like really empty. Sorry. Sorry, okay. I'm fine. This is where my sister Angie swooped in, and she saved me. She gave me a new purpose and a new direction. She thought it'd be best for me to come to work with her one day. I was on her couch, I was not moving, I couldn't get up, and I struggled, and she said, you know what, just come to work with me. You can just watch me and start learning the industry. And it's like, you know what, that's a good idea. I really owe it to her for pulling me out of my darkness and showing me a new light. Sometimes when you're in a dark place, you think you've been buried, but actually you've been planted.
Aimee has grown so much. I mean, she's been my little sister, and we're, gosh, how many years apart are we? 10 plus years apart, and at moments sometimes she led me. I'm gonna cry. She is inspirational to women, to human beings in general, but she is strong for everything she's gone through from a young age on, and she never quit. and she is still going hard, and it's just incredible to watch. She gets up and just does what she has to do, whether it's the good, the bad. She goes through that nitty gritty, and she comes out on top. We wouldn't even know what she's gone through because she has this spirit about her, this energy that just gives off strength.
After working with Angie for so many weeks, I was like, I need to get my license. So I decided to sign up for school, and I started cosmetology barber program, and I actually loved school for a change. I've never felt that before. I got straight A's. I was excelling. All the teachers loved me. I'd never felt that. Really felt like I was on the right path in life, and what a great feeling. Halfway through school, me and Ange opened our beautiful salon in the heart of downtown Milwaukee and called it Be Lovely. It was there where I learned the foundations and fundamentals that I carry on to this day. Everything from running a business, catering to high-end clientele, celebrity hairstylist, to runway shows, styling magazine spreads. We got #1 awards on the Knot for 3 years, and we traveled around the country for bridal parties. We were an amazing team, and we were very successful. We built a great name for ourselves. But even through all those awesome experiences, I still found my passion lied in men's grooming. I applied to this barber shop in Milwaukee, and in 1 hour they called me for an interview, and I went and they hired me. It was crazy. I felt like this is either really good or this is really bad. Unfortunately, it was the latter. They were just desperate for stylists, and I didn't know any better. But it was a great stepping stone into the world of barbering for me. I got a good sense of men's grooming at a basic level, which helped kind of build me to where I am today. I didn't stay there too long, it was less than a year, and my sister even mentioned, you're better than that place, like you need to apply to this place. And I looked at the ad and was like, oh, that sounds pretty cool. Higher end men's barbershop. This is where my journey with 188 began. I called and I talked to Eric, my boss. He said, I want to meet you tomorrow. I was excited. I was so nervous. I drove around the parking lot 3 times before I spotted my new future work home. The moment I stepped into the salon, I'll never forget. I noticed how clean and bright it was. The minimal modern look was very appealing. I was really eager to get the high-end training I knew I was going to get here, and that's what I got. It was amazing. From the ground up, I learned so much. It was pretty tough at first. I had to kind of retrain my body to kind of undo some bad habits that I didn't know were bad habits until, you're learning something so specific. Like, you have to kind of retrain your body in a way to hold things certain ways for efficiency. And it all made sense. But, and my mind was just open and willing to learn and like absorb all this new knowledge. And eventually it just all clicked for me, and it all made sense, and I felt like, okay, I can do this. And I started taking clients like not even maybe a month later, and the clients were starting to rebook me and ask for me, and that was such a good feeling and really boosted my confidence. I just felt myself growing so much there, and that's what I wanted. I wanted a place that I can actually like soar to the top and feel the growth and know that there's always more room to grow. And even now I still have, there's always room to grow. Like, that's what's so amazing about this career path. We're a full service salon, so I specialize in all of men's grooming, which includes obviously hair cutting, shaving, which is one of my passions. We do eyebrow waxing, I do color, lots of highlights. We do facials, and one of my specialties personally is shaving. I really love the art of shave. I think it's a lost art, and I think it's a pretty amazing service to give and to receive. I decided to really do a lot of research and try to find the best techniques and the best products and the best tools to give a great shave. So I was recruited to be our lead shave artist and train others in shave. So I really took it seriously. I got a lot of great training from an amazing barber who works in England. He came here and I was invited to the class to learn his techniques, and it was a really amazing experience. I learned a lot from him, and then I took that and then I did research from shaving all around the world and how different cultures did it, and I took that and all of our American crew education of shave, and I put together a really cool shave protocol that we use now at the salon, and I really love it. Guests really love it. It's a great, relaxing experience and not something you can find in a lot of places. It was not always an easy road for me. I had a lot of injuries over these years and also a lot of personal loss in my life that always felt like I was trying to be dragged down, but I never let it get me down. I always persevered through it. A broken arm, a broken foot, tendonitis in my cutting arm, and now my bum knee. There's always something, but you know, I work through it all, and I just really just was so motivated to get back to work as soon as I possibly could. I even worked on a broken foot for a week, not even knowing it was broken. Yeah, I never let it get me down. Some really tough family losses over the years. I lost my grandpa very suddenly, and my grandma not long after that. And my brother passed away a couple years ago, and that was extremely, extremely hard. I missed some work, and I kind of was losing. When you go through such deep grief in life, like sometimes you just want to question what you do and if you're really serving a purpose, or you know, does this mean anything, you know? And then I come to realize through my wonderful clients and my work family, they're also supportive, and they made me realize that I do make a difference in what I do, and I make their days better, and I make them happy and confident in themselves. With me and my guests, we're like each other's shoulder to lean on sometimes. I'm there to be a listening ear to them, and they support me as well when it comes to like the tough times in my life. So I really, really appreciate them for that. You start building this great bond and relationship with them, and it's so cool. It's more than just cutting hair. I get to make them look and feel amazing, all while doing what I love to do and building a friendship in a way. So my clients definitely keep me going. It's always a positive atmosphere, and it makes me really excited to go to work every day. I make them look and feel their best, and I'm good at it. And on top of it all, we have funny banter and jokes, and it's always a good time. My guys love me. What can I say?
I get a perfect haircut every time.
Aimee is the best, and I love every haircut I get from her.
I've been coming to see Aimee for about 4 years now. She's absolutely wonderful, and I think the world of her. Great conversations, great person, amazing haircuts, absolutely love her to death.
really want to be an inspiration for others. I think it's really important that we inspire each other in this industry to keep growing and pushing the envelope to do better and be our best selves. I think it's really important to bounce off each other and learn from each other. A lot of times you find in the hairstyling industry that people try to tear you down, but I want to create a different environment where I help uplift people and inspire people to do better. My grandpa George was an amazing human, and he had the wisest words, and they were to never stop learning. You can never know it all. Anyone who thinks they know it all is a fool, he would say. And I agree. You never stop evolving. You never stop learning. I've put my heart and soul into building my career and getting to this point, and I'm super proud of how far I've come, and no matter what obstacles got in my way, I always persevered. And I would just say we need to share the wealth of knowledge with everybody so we can all strive to be our best self.